Good day and welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys for subscribing, and for those who are watching me for the first time, please go ahead and subscribe, like, and share. Make sure you subscribe. So share, subscribe, and then after subscribing, press the little red bell so that you get a notification every time I make a new video. Today I'll be talking about the vicious cycle of poverty. So vicious cycle of poverty is defined as the situation or phenomenon where a household or individual or family goes trapped in like a cycle where they're living hand to mouth or paycheck to paycheck is like familiar terms that you know this as, but in like economic principle, that's what is called vicious cycle of poverty. So in this video I'll be discussing how you get into that cycle and how if this is a pattern that you've noticed in your life, in your family, and the ways that you can break out of that cycle. So the cycle is the diagram. I will insert this diagram somewhere in this video, but it's a diagram where you just see the arrows pointing to the next step, and that circle is a closed system. So until something comes in as an external factor and breaks out, that you remain in that cycle. I keep saying you, but you know what I'm saying. You will remain in that cycle, hopefully, after this video. So, but yeah, one remains in that cycle if you don't have external factors to break you off of that cycle. The two ways that I've identified that people get in the cycle is determined by two main factors. So your income and your potential to make wealth or to earn money, or your education and your skills. So it's two things. So I'll talk about income. So if you have low income, and both of them kind of are intertwined, because if you make low income, if you have low potential to earn, so in our day, in our world, if you don't have a degree or you don't have a specialized skill, you make low income, and then low income is what gets you in the cycle. It's actually the first step in the cycle. So, and having discussed that, I think that's just common sense, and it's easy to explain. So I'll just jump into the ways that we can break out of that cycle. And this is something that you have to sit down and acknowledge and analyze if you've seen that. So if you saw your parents struggle and you saw your grandparents struggle, you need to sit down, because I know that everyone watching this video, including myself, I want a better life for myself, I want a better life for my kids, but we need to make these decisions. We need to be the generation that stands up and is like, no, we have to do better with our finances, with our lives, and just managing the resources that we have. So how do we break out of this cycle? I've identified a couple of ways that we can, break out of this cycle if we've observed, a pattern in our parents' life and in our current lives, and we're not satisfied with where we are financially. The first way is to look for additional ways to make money. So side hustle, whatever you want to call it, learn a skill, increase your potential to make money. So learn a skill, whatever it is you're interested in, or some people are actually naturally gifted to do stuff. I don't know how to do makeup, I don't know how to do hair, so I have to like sit down and look for things that I enjoy doing, and I can convert to a money-making venture pretty much. And also the second point is if you work like in the IT or any specialized field, is to sit down and look at people who are your mentors in your career and look at certifications that you can take, other things that you can learn. So I'm an IT professional, and I find myself always writing an exam, always doing a certification. I want to remain relevant. I want to make as much money as I can in my field, and I definitely know how to negotiate when I'm getting a job. So, and I'll do a video on all of that later, but for the purpose of this video, that will be the second point, I believe. So the third point is to invest. So for most people, and I know that I'm still struggling with investing money. So before, I'll just save up money and I'll keep it in my savings account. The problem in that approach is that if you save money in your savings account, the interest rate is not as high. And then the challenge that I had then was, I was like, well, I don't know how to invest, and I don't have a lot of money to invest. And if they're only giving me 2% on how much do I have? Maybe $1,000. How much will it be anyway? That's not true. That's a very, very false way of looking at it, because guess what? If it's 2% on $1,000, we tend to underestimate the effect of compound interest. So compound interest makes your money grow in a geometric pattern other than an arithmetic pattern. So it's not really 2% if it's over a long period of time. I would explain this, but I don't have all of that time in this video. But yeah, the fourth point, or the next point, will be to make better decisions. So save more money. Stop spending too much money on irrelevant stuff. The fifth point will be, honestly, as women, at least for me, my personal life, I've decided the number of kids that I'm going to have. So family planning, knowing and sitting down. I know that you might want multiple kids, but really determine with your spouse how many kids are you able to care for while still, living a good life. You're able to provide the necessities of life for those kids. Another way is to share your skills. So if you are very highly knowledgeable in an area, please share it with people, which is why I started this page in the first place. So share things that you know, share your knowledge, share your wisdom. It actually helps. And also the last point is to give. So give back to your society. Give people that are struggling if you have excess. It doesn't have to be money. It might be clothes. It might be anything. You never know how you can help other people. And by doing that, you're increasing the standard of living of those people as well. And it just accumulating, helps people to break outside of that cycle. And I hope that, you guys take all of this into consideration. And if you have any other tips, or if you have any of these experiences, or people who that have gone through this and you would like to discuss, I would like to hear what you have to say. Please comment in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.